Have you thought about how Ma Long is able to reach all the balls no matter what? Or how Fen Zhendong became world rank 1 with almost twice as many points as world rank 2? Or how Harimoto was able to reach top 5 of the world at such a young age? It's because they trained their brains in such a manner that enabled them to do these things in order to make them all-time greats of the sport.
Hi, I'm Dr. Gaurav Sharma. I'm owner and founder of Physiokarma Solutions Private Limited. It's a one-stop shop for all athletic needs. I'm a certified mental agility evaluator and trainer from Synaptic USA. I've been a part of sports industry for almost 10 years, and what I've realized that most of the professional academies are working on the motor response by making the player play for hours and hours, which is a very outdated and conservative method. Now we have come up with a very innovative model named brain training, which works on improving the player's ability to analyze, to improve their reaction, their focus, their concentration, their decision making, which helps them in their performance and mental health as well.
The brain gathers information through 5 sensory routes: visual, auditory, olfactory, tactile, and gustatory. There are 2 main sensory inputs in the field of sports: auditory and visual. 80% of the information gathered in sports is through the visual sensory route, thus making it extremely essential. For the purpose of improving visual sense, we use technology called Vision Sensory Station. We test around 7 parameters which are very essential for your performance. First is visual clarity, how clearly you see the ball from 10 feet distance. Second, contrast sensitivity, how sensitive you are to the light which can block your information. Third is depth perception, how well you perceive the ball from distance, what is the velocity, speed, swing and rotation. Fourth, near-far quickness, how quickly you switch your vision from a stimulus nearby to a stimulus that's far and vice versa. How quickly you transfer your vision from in to out. Most of the table tennis players struggle from in and out movement, which is considered a physical inhibition, but it is not. Perception span, in a blink of eye, how much information you can give to the brain. Sixth, multi-object tracking, tracking the ball, tracking the opponent, analyzing their body language, and figuring out your placement zones and implementing your strategy in a high-intensity game of table tennis. Last, very important, reaction time. When you sense things, what's your motor response on that? You're compared with the top player of your age and you get a brain map radar. Adding resistance to our visual sense will result in an eventual decrease in our dependency on vision and result in more efficient and quicker anticipation on the basis of slightest of movements. For this purpose, we use a very innovative technology, strobe goggles. These are flickering goggles. There are different modes. The flickering mode, you can shut off one of the eyes and you can also have alternate eye flickering. The intensity can also be altered. For instance, you're doing a multi-ball drill at a high speed while wearing the strobe goggles. The goggles will keep flickering, turning opaque and opening up, giving you less time to gather information through the visual route, thus demanding a quicker reaction. Training with strobe goggles will result in reduction of brain dependency on vision and significant enhancement of anticipation, which will be extremely helpful in sport such as table tennis, which is played at extremely high pace over a small table. Another variation of the same technology are quadrant goggles. Each lens is divided into 4 quadrants. These quadrants open up and shut off on the basis of the requirement of the individual and training drill. There are 10 variations that aim at activating the weaker quadrants of the athlete and improving the peripheral vision. The next technology is called neurofeedback. It is a very innovative concept. In a fast-paced game played over a relatively small table, attention is very important, both qualitatively and quantitatively. For instance, in a long rally, you need to be focused enough to track the ball and time your shots. Meanwhile, you also need to sustain the high level of focus for the entire duration of rally. With help of neurofeedback, the brain gives you a feedback about what is going on inside while you are performing a task. The headset emits an infrared light inside your brain which tracks the blood flow and oxygen level. The headset has 4 sensors based on TRI-EEG, that is tri-electroencephalogram. These sensors track your mental activity and provide you with the feedback in a real time about your neural activity. Assumingly, you are playing a video game not with your hands but with your brain waves. As soon as you have focus, as soon as those brainwave forms are activated, the ball will go up. Conversely, when you lose focus, the ball will go down. This is a feedback from your brain that you're losing focus and you need to increase your brain activity in order to get the ball to go up again. A lot of athletes are using meditation as a method for visualization by closing their eyes. We are using certain gadgets that can actually track your mental activity while you are into a state of meditation. It is called guided meditation, where in a session, everything will record your active state, your neural state, your calmness. Another technology which works on the same principle of neurofeedback is that again we place a headset on your forehead. It has around 6 sensors which track your brain activity in real time. It can analyze as well as train your attention, decision making, spatial orientation, spatial ability. Now with these sensors connected to a phone, you can actually become an avatar in the game. Assumingly, you're playing a game called Psychic Cyclist, where you become an avatar riding a cycle. Once you have focus, the cycle will move forward, and if you lose focus, the cycle will stop. You can track the mental activity, you can track the mental workload, you can track the attention span as well. This device also gives us real-time feedback about what brainwave form is activated at any given movement. We can use this to train the athlete to enter the desired brainwave form at specified cues. We are using another technology on the principle of neurofeedback, which is called neurofeedback smart goggles. It works really well with people who have issues with attention and don't know when they are losing it and how to regain it. These are just transparent goggles connected to sensors placed on temporal, palatal, occipital lobe, which can track your mental activity through EEG technology. Assumingly, with these goggles, you're trying to focus on something. As long as you have focus, the glasses remain clear. And when you start to lose focus, the glasses start getting tinted, and once you regain your focus, the glasses will become transparent again. It works on the NASA algorithm of which brainwave form is activated in a state of high focus. Another state-of-the-art technology that we are using is neurofeedback-driven visualization. It enhances performance, core skills, muscle memory, and players' ability to analyze the game situations. It is a video game that you control with your mind with real-time feedback about how well you focus and visualize. The purpose of this device is to strengthen neural pathways. How it works is you put on a sensory cap that has multiple EEG sensors, using which you control the action of your avatar in the game. The in-motion brain sensing band is a new technology that we use that allows to track an athlete in terms of whether they are in analyzing state or processing state of brain functioning in real time while they play. It also shows us to track elements of focus like flow state, quiet eye state, and even machine state, which is described as the absence of discursive thoughts. This gives us on-the-spot feedback about how their level of focus fluctuate and how they are able to maintain them. The next technology is brain stimulation. This is called transcranial direct current stimulation. A headset is placed on your forehead which emits low-intensity currents in your prefrontal cortex. These currents are therapeutic in nature and have no side effects. It's emitting inside and firing up your neurons. It improves your focus and concentration level to 10 times. This technology can be used for instances of the game like target practice, practicing technique, and also practicing the correct response. To really enhance the learning process and muscle memory of taking the perfect shot, the headset amplifies the neural pathways involved in making the shot, thereby increasing the player's neuroplasticity. We have recently added audiovisual entrainment, a subset of brainwave entrainment, to our curriculum. The device uses flashes of lights and pulses of tones to guide the brain into various states of brainwave activity. Studies have shown it is effective in improving cognition and behavioral problems and alleviating stress and pain. This can be very effective in high-intensity drills like multi-ball to help alleviate stress. It can also be used to help an athlete pre-match to get into a calmer state. We are living in the 21st century. How can we miss out on virtual reality? That's the latest technology in the market. We are actually training your reflexes, your decision making, and your peripheral vision on VR. Assumingly, you're wearing a VR headset wherein you are taken to a neural gym where you can perform drills that work on improving your cognition, decision making, focus, and even improve your reflex timing by developing faster neural networks. We are using virtual reality not just for training reflexes and decision making, but also for visualization. Imagine playing against the greatest of the greats of the sport, such as Fenzendong, Malong, in a realistic match setup. The purpose of this is to improve visualization and confidence, which over time will develop a positive belief system. We can also meditate using virtual reality and work on positivity, focus, and other things. Imagine meditating in the most peaceful of the environmental landscapes, such as in the depths of Amazon forest, or at the top of the Himalayas, or sitting beside the most wondrous waterfall.
You all must be thinking that these technologies are already available in the market, but every technology has its pros and cons. So what we have done, we have integrated all these technologies to form a curriculum specific to table tennis and the needs of individual player. I have tested all these technologies on more than 500 athletes of different sports, and the results have been nothing short of extraordinary. There are 10 levels of training which we have defined for different problems. Once you complete testing, you will be handed a curriculum which will specifically cater to your needs in order to grow as a sports person. So come and join this beautiful initiative of brain training which can help your player reach the maximum potential. Or it can be you, your son, your daughter, not as an athlete, but as a person striving to increase the work or productivity. We are Physiokarma.